How y'all doing today? My name is Devontae Whitaker.
I'm Jaquil Jackson.
I'm Howard Boyd.
I'm DeMonte Jones, and this is our group presentation on the rape culture in college athletes.
Another thing we're going to be talking about is the statistics of the rape culture in college athletes.
We also talk about what is sexual assault and the many ways we can prevent it.
And today we walked around and interviewed a random group of people.
In y'all own words, what is sexual assault?
What is sexual assault?
Yes.
It's like when someone like has sex when they don't want to, I guess, like,
Or any form of sexual
yeah, any like sexual activities at all.
Okay. Alright. How can sexual assault be prevented?
Well, how do you think sexual assault can be prevented?
Mace.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, respect, basically. Yeah.
Alright, and one more. Let's say, do you think a star athlete is targeted more of sexual assault?
Like professional athletes, like
Yeah.
I think sometimes like people
Yeah.
like make up stories just to try to get their money or something.
And this is they're under a bigger microscope, so I
Yeah,
think you
so-
pay attention to it more.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
What is sexual assault in y'all opinion?
Rape.
Yeah, being forced upon.
Yeah, I'll say rape.
Yeah, rape.
How can y'all prevent sexual assault?
Carrying something like pepper spray or knife on softball with a sock.
Yeah, I agree. Some form of protection.
Protection.
Do y'all think star athletes is targeted on sexual assault more than others?
I do. I just feel like some girls target athletes because they see that they gonna be somebody, and then once the athlete use them up, they get mad and lie about it.
Be that too, because they know majority of athletes are like bound to make it. Like especially one, they know they doing good educational wise too. They have a brighter future than most others.
Same, yeah.
Okay.
So, what is sexual assault?
I think it's if someone gets touched in a way sexually or in any way that makes them feel uncomfortable and they haven't given consent for it.
And hold on. Yeah, that was really. How can sexual assault be prevented?
I think it can be prevented with education, like in Mud's class. Just educate on it and spread awareness about it so people know what they're doing.
What is sexual assault in your opinion?
Sexual assault would be a man or a woman being forced to do something in a sexual nature that they don't want to do against their will.
I'm ready, bro.
How can you put, like, what advice would you give that person, like, to prevent it next time?
That's hard to say because I don't like to blame victims, and I think that people, the sexual assault that's coming to mind happened when I was in college, and it was it was with a girl who went to a fraternity party and was basically, I don't know if I even want to say date raped, but was basically, given a lot to drink and then had sex, which she regretted the next day. So it was one of those, not an out and out rape, but I would call it sexual assault. And so I would say, first of all, the advice that my resident assistant gave to me was go to parties with friends and leave with friends and make sure your friends look out for you. So having those friends who can kind of watch out for you and make sure if you've been drinking too much or whatever, that they're saying, no, honey, you're coming with us. You can talk to this guy tomorrow. So that's one thing. But of course, the main advice I would give would be to that guy, which would be cut it out and stop, because in those cases, it was always freshman girls who were really innocent and young, and these older guys taking advantage of them. So there would be advice to those guys, which would be, enough is enough. You don't get to do that to a girl. You don't get to sweet talk her and make her think that you're gonna be her boyfriend from here on out just because you want to get her in the sack tonight. That's, that's not appropriate. And you could get in big trouble for it. So there'd be two things there, right?
Right.
So, yep.
All right, thank you.
Coach, what do you think sexual assault is?
Well, sexual assault is when one person of one sex either verbally or physically harms another individual of the opposite sex.
Okay, and Coach, how would you be able to prevent it? How do you think you would prevent it?
Well, a lot of the preventing is making sure that my student athletes go, and I coach women, that they go in pairs if they're gonna go somewhere, so they're not alone. Learn how to say no. Make sure that they yell if they're being threatened in any way. Usually, a lot of noise deters assailants, and try and ask them what they would need, what kind of assistance they would want from me as a coach to help them to overcome the assault. And again, an assault can also be verbal, doesn't have to be always physical, so it could be bullying.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Some sexual assault statistics are 80% of rape victims suffer traumatic physical and psychological problems. 55% of sexual assault happen at a party. 50% of sexual assault happens on weekends between midnight and 6 a.m. At least 50% of sexual assaults on campus are alcohol related. 90% of women know the person who sexually assaulted them or raped them. 95% of campus assaults are unreported. I feel like sexual assault is like any unwanted contact, you know what I'm saying? As far as like kissing, touching, or like any unwanted contact with someone under the influence of any drugs or alcohol, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think sexual assault, like you gotta come to a mutual agreement on the sex.
There are many different ways to prevent sexual assault, but since we've been student athletes, I feel like we play a bigger role in the community and the school, and we looked up as role models. So I feel like, we can reach out more like through the social sites, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and just get around and just, talk more about it. Just let everyone know, like, sexual assault is real. And, we're just trying our best to prevent it.
Going out with friends, making sure that your friends keep you on your toes so you can think at the end of the day.
Make sure somebody there looking out for you.
Yeah. And make sure, somebody looking after you if you know that you love to drink and you know that you might be a little out of it that night.
Just gotta go with the right group of people, that's all.
I think that's what you.
Just like what he said, and you gotta make sure, like, even if you do, don't go nowhere alone. Like, if you decide to just leave a party, you ain't got nobody to take you. Make sure you find somebody to take you. Just don't just wander off, and you gotta make sure you have protection. No matter what type of protection it is, pepper spray, anything, you just make sure you're always protected at all times.
If you are a bystander, use your voice, prolong the conversations, chat them up about anything. Call him or her out about something you don't like. Help her or him out if you see them looking uncomfortable. Give him a way out. Follow them if you see them drifting away. Be the distraction. Make excuses.
Thanks everyone for watching our video, and we hope we taught you guys a little more about the rape culture involving college athletes.